Hello. So I am making this video. It's more like a info about a project I have been making for a lot of years. Uh, a lot of things that I am gonna see on this video might change if there's something I don't like. So it's just an info video that I wanted to make just for fun. So let's dive in. But before I mention about the pure imagination creatures, I wanted to also talk about the project actually that I've been working on, Pure Imagination. I know it's kind of confusing, but pretty much it is about a purple cat that goes to a lot of adventures. First of all, learning about her power, that she can create everything. And little by little, she learns who she is and meets and creates herself some creatures, and there's a lot of interesting little characters and a lot of trauma to happen. And since now you guys know the basics of the story, now I can actually talk about what are these creatures. And the first section would be, what are these creatures even are? So let's start. So what are these pure imagination characters, these creatures? Well, they're pretty much just anthropomorphic characters that are born to create anything. Yes, you heard me, anything. It's like an artist. So they make their own worlds, they make their own characters, their own little world that they can just live in with. And you're asking yourself, well, how did they even spawn in the first place? Well, I had the idea that maybe some of them they even had a beginning, so they always existed. But I was thinking some of them did die, not because of old age, but because they died because of a lot of fights in between. And for how they got even, a bigger community, a bigger society is the typical like making families, and the population grew little by little. And so here we are from today. And now a more fun part on this section is, how do they work? Well, they have a weapon that can be based from any kind of art media, but it can be anything you can imagine. Like, there is no limitations on this. Now you're thinking, oh, but pure imaginations and power is too overpowering. Well, if you didn't think that, then I don't care. So anyway, it works like this. Their brush or tool, on the inside it looks like this. It's like a really skinny tube filled with ink, and it can be any color. And so since they have, that ink in there, at some point, if they do overuse it, they can run out, and so they can't use it anymore. So they have to wait. This is the part that I didn't have a specific category, so it's just extra stuff, just fun facts about pure imagination users. So this is the first one. The first one and the most interesting one is they can go in different worlds, although they have to be trained for that. They can go like in places that are either franchises that you may know, like maybe, I don't know, it could be Undertale, it could be FNAF, it could be anything that you like, or it could be someone else's just different world that you thought of. I just think it's just a neat idea if you're like a person that really likes different kinds of media, and you just want just to live in there, instead just making another character just for a series that you like, because you're lazy, just like me! Yay! Or if you really do like designing characters or redesigning an old OC, you can do that, because also pure imagination characters can change appearance if they go to another world for a really long time. So a win for everyone. Another cool thing that pure imagination's character do just because is when they do go in a aggressive battle, they can change colors. That's it. Why did I put it? Because it's cool. Leave me alone. I just think it's epic. I create pure imagination characters, and if you think it's cringe, we're all cringe. Cringe culture is dead. Another thing that pure imagination characters do, but you really have to look at it, is that they make objects or worlds that they prefer making just because they tend to like that. Like they like a specific style or something. For now we have an example, me or Danny. It's a confusing topic, I know. Uh she loves not Pringles, Dingles, because we don't want copyright here in this channel, do we? And so she just makes them with throughout the day, like a lazy cat she is, because cats are lazy, and I'm lazy. Another thing that your imagination characters do for no reason is if you see out their blood, it is the same color as their ink. Why? Because why not? I think it looks cool. And then my friend told me it's a Dragon Opera reference. Apparently, because apparently their blood is pink. Uh, cool. And last but not least, imagination characters can be trained. If that means by reducing the amount of ink they're gonna use in their creations, or they can create something more crazier, like, you know, oh, they're pure imagination characters. I know! It's a pure imagination-ception! Isn't that crazy? My final thoughts are that I was expecting this video to be way shorter. I felt like maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, but I guess there is a lot of things to talk about them. And I've noticed there is some things, not a lot, some things that I didn't mention. So I don't know if I'll mention them. I just have this as a passion project. And if you're interested in making a pure imagination character, I would love to. Don't get me wrong. These couple of days, I have been talking to my friends about this, and they have been making amazing uh, creations and full of ideas that I didn't think of. I'm kind of envious about that, but I feel like that's the whole part of it, that you can think of ideas. And it'll be really cool to see what you would think of. And that out of the way, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Danny out!